Ladies and gents, what's going on? Welcome to another live stream. I really like the title of this one. We usually have 30K in a day. How I made 30K yesterday. Now we're doing 30K in 45 seconds. This is Matt Schmidt. Okay, we're not going to do that. But hey guys, welcome to another live stream. I'm not going to be streaming on Sunday, so I figured I'd hop on and do the stream with you guys right now. So whatever questions you guys want to ask me, throw them in chat. And I will answer them, and we will discuss it. It'll be a whole lot of fun, or it could just be another terrible live stream. You never know with these things. Sometimes I'm in the zone. Sometimes it's just straight up bad. So let me get this invite out, and I'll start reading your questions. Hello from Syria, man. That's so crazy. That someone in Syria and someone sitting in Texas can sit down and have a conversation at the same time. About nonsense. All right. Pow. Let's see. What do we got here? Someone said, Alex, how's your day? I'm pretty much wrapping up the day. I've been up since 4 a.m. So, pretty much done with everything for the day. Chilling out. Someone said, how is the hyperbaric sessions going? Very good. Very good. My sleep, everything has been way improved by that red light therapy board and the hyperbaric chamber I have over there. Danny said, hello from New York. How's it going, Danny? Hello from Chile, South America. This is the last person I point out by their location and where they're from. So, Dropship Deluxe says, hey, Alex, what's the best way to make 20K with selling courses? Like always, guys, I don't like to pitch this at the beginning of the event, but if you go to mhlinks.com/Sunday, literally what we're giving away today, actually literally giving away, is free access to Market Hero. And inside that, let me just show you what's inside of it, because you asked like what's the best way to make 20K, and there's like literally an entire program in there that shows you how to make your first course. And let me see, am I signed in? Yeah, I'm signed in. So yeah, if you're looking for the best way to like do that, I'm not going to pitch you anything right now, but if you go below, you get access to Market Hero for free for 14 days, and it gives you a full course that shows you like literally step by step. And we're throwing in like $2,000 worth of extra bonuses a day. It shows you step by step, you know, how to get to your first $5,000 per month in the 8X Academy 2.0. Shows you all the niches and stuff to pick, all that stuff. So if you're just starting off and you're coming from zero, what I would suggest is using organic free traffic to build an email list, build a relationship with that email list, and then sell your course. That's the easiest way to make money online, I think, other than making a YouTube channel and running ads to the YouTube channel, which I'll give you access today to for free too. But if I wanted to make 20K fast, I'd do what I do right now, which is make a webinar, and I'd make a high-ticket product with really talented people making the product, and then I would sell that product. Someone said, best way to make 10K a day. I mean, there's a lot of ways to do it. There's a lot of ways to make 10K a day. And someone said, and also real quick, just for the sake of transparency, I will go and load up my Stripe account just to verify everything I'm saying. I don't like throwing around numbers or stuff like that without verifying the money coming in, because you should really ask somebody, hey, show me a paycheck stub. So I did 30,000 yesterday. Last 30 days I've done $904,000 in sales in this process. So I sort of know what I'm doing. If I wanted to make 10K a day, I think the easiest way to do it is, and you don't want to look for easy. Like if you're looking for easy, there's no way that if you do something easy and you make 10K a day with it, it's going to last for a long time. Because you got to think, like, what are you doing? If your business does over $300,000 a month, that's 10K a day. This is the most important thing to focus on. If your business does over $300,000 a month, that's a lot of customers coming in. And if what you're doing is really easy to do, if it's simple, someone's going to copy it, and they're going to do a better job than you. And if your barrier to entry, like say you find something that's like hidden, and you get really good at it, and the barrier to entry is super low, like you can be a fucking moron, and it will work. What's going to happen is if you find a way to make 300K a month right here, what's going to happen? Someone else is going to smell what you're doing. Someone's going to see your ads. They're going to see what you're selling and go, this is a really poorly ran business. I'm just going to try harder and move the barrier to entry up here. And I'm going to make 200K a month profit. So if you're trying to make like 300K a month profit with like a 90% profit margin, which is what most inexperienced beginners are going to do, this person's just going to go and try and say, okay, I'll make a $200K a month profit with only a 66% profit margin. So you don't want to look for easy. You want to look for something that is defendable, is long-term, and you can be really, really good at. If it's not really, really good, if it's not amazing, you're not going to make much money for long, especially those numbers. If your product, if what you're doing is super easy, it's not going to work for a long time. So you want to find something that's difficult. So the easiest way for me to make $10,000 a day would be either selling services, consulting, or a info product, or more so, not like coaching, an info product / community. So you can see at Market Hero, what I do is I sell services. We're moving on to like high ticket tracking for businesses. So basically what we do is we manage their data and their advertising, and then we connect it all together so they can see their numbers and actually grow their business. So on that end of it, what we're going to do is sell $1,000 to $2,000 tracking packages with recurring subscriptions. Now on the info side of it, at HCOM, what I have is Matt and Devin at HCOM, and so Matt does about $20,000 to $25,000 a day in Shopify, and so I teamed up with him, and he makes our course HCOM. I don't do any of the coaching, I don't do any of the product or anything like that. I just handle the sales, and so that is a $3,000 program. And in order for me to make $10,000 a day, all I have to do is sell 3 of those, and that's really, really easy for me to do. So the easiest way I think to make 10K a day would be to sell $3,000 somethings, or I would probably have 60 clients paying $5,000 a month. Okay, which isn't terribly hard to do if you build up an agency or a service type business to a high level. So that's exactly how I'd make 10K a day. Oh, someone said, what's the best way for developers to make 10K a month? Honestly, if you're not making over 10K a month as a developer, your code must not be that great. I'm not trying to insult you or anything like that, but my top developer makes 20 to 30,000 in a month. So as a developer, you should be getting paid 20 to 30,000 a month if you're really good at what you do. If you're not making over $10,000 a month as a developer, you need to either go and refine your code, or you need to become an entrepreneur and hire developers to make software for you. That's what I would suggest. Someone said this is clickbait. Sort of. I'm not going to make $30,000 in 45 seconds. I have done that before. But I'm not going to do that right now. That's totally clickbait, and I'm sorry about that. What I will talk about is just business and shit in general, and I did do $30,000 just in this processor yesterday, so I will talk about that. And that's about as legit as it comes. I'll refresh that for you. Someone said, what do you think about a marketing agency for beginners and small business? I think it's a really easy business to start. The reason for that is like, look, for example, surgeons. A lot of surgeries out there, people will pay $10,000 to $20,000 for. Some of them like even $50,000, especially cosmetic surgeries and stuff like that. So as a marketing agency, the last thing you want to do is try to get good at everything or get good at providing service for all sorts of people. But if you were to focus on one type of surgery where the average surgery is $20,000 and you just got really good at running ads for that one specific type of surgery, and you could then go and copy that service to every city in the United States. And so if each doctor, you get them, let's say you get each doctor, give or take, let's say you get each doctor 5 clients a year, 5 $20,000 clients a year. So that's like 1 client every 3 months, about. A little bit more than that. So you could easily charge each of these doctors $20,000 a year. No problem. So if you went and did that, and let's say 10 cities, so 5, that's going to be $200,000 a year doing a really honed down microservice. And the reason why you're able to make that work as a beginner is because it's really easy to get good at like really niche down at providing results for really niche down businesses, because the Facebook targeting and everything isn't too hard to do. And essentially all you have to do is get good at one thing and then you just clone it around the United States. So that's why I think it works really well. That's one of the things I did originally. I did freelance SEO services for businesses. And what I actually did is I created a service that took what I did. So basically what I would do SEO wise, and I sold it in mass. And so tons of people could sign up for it and put their businesses or their clients on it. Someone said, what would I do today if I had to start over from ground zero? Really easy. I do exactly what I'm doing right now. The reason why, I mean, the only thing that separates, like think about all the things that go into HCOM, okay? So HCOM does about over $1 million a month in sales. And Market Hero, that's not something you can do from scratch. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. In SaaS, that takes like 1 to 2 years. That takes a long time, a lot of money invested. That's not a beginner business. But at HCOM, what I did is I said, okay, cool. I don't know that much about e-commerce, but I know it's a really hot niche right now. I know people are crushing in it. I know a lot of people want to start e-commerce. If I was going to make an info product, I would make it in e-commerce right now. And it's also a really good way for people to get results because it's like a business model people understand. So it's a trifecta. And so what I did is I found a business that provided tons of e-commerce plugins and stuff like that, Smart Apps, which is ran by my buddy Devin. And I reached out to Matt Smith, who also works closely with Smart Apps. He does about $25K a day from his Shopify stores and just is really good at it. He just knows what he's doing. And I said, all right, guys, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to handle sales. Matt, you know how to Devin, you know how to put communities together, and you have all these great tools and resources, and you know how to put together coaching teams. You know how to put together a lot of good groups. So you're going to handle the course community. And Matt, you're going to make the tactics and training. And so I brought these 3 people together and launched the program and did exactly what I set out to do. And there was no hard cost to start that business. There was no, really all it took to start that business was a few Facebook messages and a plan. So you asked me what I would do if I had to start over from scratch. I do exactly the same thing. I'd send messages. I'd go and make. It doesn't matter what the niche is, health, business. Those are really the easiest ones to do. Health and business are pretty easy. But services for professionals, like for example, I know an accounting webinar where they help people start accounting businesses. That webinar does well over $1 million a month in sales, last I checked. And so I just find people that are experts. I use all the stuff I have when it comes to putting communities together, and then I would do the same thing. And then I take that money and put it into a high investment business like Market Hero that could sell for a valuation of my valuation goal for Market Hero is $251 million. And that's the goal I want to get. I actually have a check right here in front of me with that amount on it. I'm pretty set on it. And I invest in this type of business because these businesses take a lot of time to make money on. They take a lot of money to be put into. And if you want to make money, if you want to make a lot of money, you want to make like the God-like money, you have to have one of these type of businesses. It's really hard to turn one of these businesses into this. So that's what I would do. Someone said, I always thought you were BS, but damn, dude, I've turned my life around. That's good for you, Chandler. Way to go. I don't blame you for thinking I'm full of BS. Honestly, when you see a guy with a Lamborghini saying Matt Smith, you can how to do these things, you should be super skeptical. You should always be super skeptical. I take zero offense to people being skeptical about the things that I talk about and do. You should do your research because most people that tell you they're going to make you money or they know something about making money are completely full of nonsense. They're completely full of nonsense. Echo says, why are you being blocked by a corded microphone if you're worth over 10 million? Are you purposely choosing to take a poor pick? I just saw that question because it's interesting. I don't see the correlation between my microphone setup and the picture of my live stream to making money. You would think the richer I am, the less fucks I would give. So I would see the correlation to the shittier looking picture. But anyways, honestly, I think this setup looks cool. So if you think the picture looks bad, I guess I failed. I think this looks really cool. One of my neon lights in the background went out, so I'm having to replace it. But other than that, I think I did a pretty good job on the studio. I guess not. Someone said, how much money did I make last month? I mean, I'm not going to go dig into all my processors, but in March, I did $1,004,000 in sales, plus a bunch of other couple $100,000 in PayPal and our other processors, and I spent $550,000 in ad spend. So that's my numbers, and you can do the math. Hello, Asin says, hey, I wanted to thank you. I just made 4K in 24 hours with what I learned from your training. That is super duper cool. Speaking of our training, guys, look, every single time I do these live streams, I like to give you guys a crazy ass deal. So here's the deal today. If you go to mhlinks.com/Sunday, it's the URL that's displayed right here on my screen, right here. And it's also right below this video. Right. It should be right here if you're looking at a YouTube video. Okay, what we're going to give you today, guys, is I'm going to give you full access to what I like to call the 8X Academy inside of Market Hero. And so what this is going to give you guys, it's going to give you all the tools you need. And more importantly, it's going to give you a complete course to build a $5,000, or actually more importantly, this course really focuses on making your first $1,000 a month online. So if you're a beginner and you're looking for a free way to get started that works and has a lot of testimonials, listen up, because you can get this for free right now for 14 days, and it's $47 a month after. You can even downgrade to $9 per month. And so what this is going to show is how to start your first business and get it to the goal right here. You can take this. I actually took this method to about $12,000 a day, but that's ridiculous. You're not going to get those results. That's nothing. That's not what you should focus on. $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month is a good goal as a beginner. So it's going to show you step by step exactly how to make your first product, how to get to your first $500 a month right here. Just literally a $500 beginner challenge. It shows you like day by day what to do, exactly how to set it up, how to pick the right niche, everything that goes into it. There's more beginner training that shows you exactly how to build your first membership site, opt-ins, selling your membership, all that stuff on there. Then we're also going to give you, honestly, everything I do in my business, especially my first business, SourceWave, which I think peaked at about $350,000 a month. But this one right here shows you, this session right here shows you all the funnels I use. Going to show you advanced sales tactics and copywriting, how to go out there and generate a ton of organic free traffic. We even give you a free traffic tool suite. I can't talk today. And we're going to give you a full Facebook marketing course. On top of that, guys, we're going to give you access to the VMA program, which shows step-by-step how to optimize YouTube videos, grow your channel, get a ton of views on YouTube, and more importantly, how to turn those views into $100 to $200 a day income by running ads back to the channel. And I'm also going to throw in our Hero and R program, which shows how to write webinars. And I'm going to attach that to this after that. Okay, so you'll get sent that in your email. Here and R will show you step by step. Remember when I was talking about how to write webinars and stuff like that? That course is going to show you to write webinars. You can get access to all that for free today if you go to mhlinks.com/Sunday. The offer plus all those bonuses expires after the stream. And real quick, guys, if you've jumped in the Market Hero, you've gone through the 8X Academy, you think it's super cool, could you just give me an exclamation mark in chat just to let people know it's legitimate, it's not a scam, you suggest it, it's pretty damn helpful. So that's the full 8X Academy 2.0, the VMA program, which shows you how to grow a YouTube channel and make money from it, the Here and R program that shows you how to write webinars, and then Market Hero free for 14 days. You can cancel at any time. There's no refund after 14 days. If you stay on after 14 days, there's no refund, but you can cancel any time. Very easy to do with one button click in the dashboard. And we'll also give you a free traffic tool suite to generate all the traffic for you. So really, guys, if you're a beginner, this is the easiest place. It's free to sign up for. It's easy and it focuses on what you need to learn, how to create your first $1,000 a month. You get those courses together. I believe that's about $497 in bonuses. And you get Market Hero, all the tools you need, and a traffic suite. So this is everything you need. A course is designed just for you. There's zero barrier to entry, and there's tons of people giving testimonials in chat right now that it works. So if you're looking for the best place to swing at, it's on this stream. And if you don't hop into this, I don't know, it's free. Like, if you won't swing at a free offer and at least try it out, are you really serious about being an entrepreneur? Especially when I'm throwing in all these bonuses? Probably not. So swing at it, or I'm going to take it away, because there's no point in keeping it open. You're either going to take it now or you're not going to take it. Let's see. Someone said, where is the link now? It's right below the video. It would be right below this video, or you can just type in mhlinks.com/Sunday. Someone said, how would you push people to a webinar to sell B2B consulting? What kind of ads would you run for leads? I wouldn't run lead ads. Your leads are going to be a lot more expensive, but what I would do is I'd run a webinar ad that offers a free training session that shows how to get the results. So if I was doing this for surgeons, it would be how to get more mommy makeover surgeons. How I increased 5 practices mommy makeover surgeon sign-up rate by 52% in 1 weekend, something like that. And then they go to a webinar, and at the end of the webinar, you ask them for a sales call, and you close them on the sales call. This right here works like gangbusters. I don't have a webinar like this right now. I'm launching a webinar like this right now for Market Hero, but I've seen a lot of people get really great results. 20,000, 100,000, 300,000 a month. Those are the results I've seen people get. I've never gotten a webinar like this to that point, but this works really well in that type of niche. Aaron says, what niche do you see value in? The big question, dude, is what niche do you want to get in and people are buying stuff in? A lot of beginners think like the secret is finding some secret niche that nobody knows about. I think it's way easier to jump in a niche that everybody knows about. And as long as you have a good product and you can really help people out, you're going to attract customers. You only need 100 people paying you $50 a month to make $60,000 a year. I mean, that's not a lot of people. You could just make a Facebook group. I mean, that's literally what this course shows you to do, is how to build a Facebook group and sell it where people sign up for $50 a month. I mean, really, if you want to make $1,000 a month, you only need 20 people paying you $50 a month. You know that. Like, just do the math on it. So it doesn't really matter what niche you're in. As long as you can create something that's really helpful, that's going to do really well. I was hoping I had a water bottle. My throat's getting a bit dry. Pedro says, I have a $15,000 a month business, but I'm not passionate about it. What would you do? I would keep the cash coming into that business, and I would start another business at all costs. There's no way you're going to sustain that $15,000 a month business if you're not interested in it for that much longer, you know? I've had businesses that have been doing a lot of money, and I just got out of them because what is going to fulfill you in life is your purpose and waking up and working towards your purpose every single day. That's what life is really all about, and figuring out who you are. And when your business aligns with your purpose and what makes you fulfilled, you're going to have a very successful business and you're going to enjoy doing it. You need to find a business that you would do if you weren't getting paid. Now, first off, most important thing is you got to handle your cash flow. You got to be able to afford your life. But when you're making $15K a month, you have options to start kind of going and doing other things. So that's what I'd suggest doing. Well, thank you, Jar Jar Abrams. I appreciate the compliment. Someone said, when do you think the economy will crash? I don't know, man. How do you feel about the Star Wars Episode 9 trailer? When it comes to Star Wars, I'm not expecting much. If the movie's not absolutely terrible and filled with identity politics, I'll be happy. But I'm not really expecting too much from it. You have the person who's in charge of Lucasfilms doesn't understand Star Wars. The directors making the movies don't understand Star Wars. And the people that own Star Wars are just focused on milking it for as much money as possible. It's just really not a win-win situation. It's like you have a company full of people that are making tracking software, like I do, and they don't know anything about tracking. It's just not going to work. Am I watching Endgame tonight? No, I'm going to see Endgame tomorrow night with some friends. I'm pretty excited about it. Mike J says, if you had to start over from scratch, how would you go about it? I already answered that question. And again, you could just go below and sign up for free and get an entire course, like a 20-hour course on step-by-step how we get to 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 a month. It's all there. You can just sign up for it for free. Someone said best movies for entrepreneurs. I mean, you should really be only watching documentaries, but I mean, you don't need to be watching that much. If you're an entrepreneur and you're just getting started, to get to 10,000 a month, you don't need like anything. You don't need to be watching crazy movies. You just need to be working. Let's see. Echo says, what would be interesting is honesty. Why are you selling a game plan instead of a product? Because we are the product, end game. I don't know what that means, dude. I sell a product at Market Hero because when I provide the info, then people can use the software. So that's why I sell a product there. And then how I sell a product at HCOM is because, I mean, running an education business is really profitable. So yeah, I don't really get the question. That's about as honest answer as you're going to get, though. By documentaries? No, I mean, like, documentaries on your mind. And honestly, I just watch a lot of documentaries on the universe and quantum physics and honestly, that kind of stuff. How many hours a day do I sleep? I sleep 7 to 8. I get the right amount of sleep every single night. Would you sleep 4 hours? Imagine the progress at Market Hero. That would not be progress at all. See, when it comes to being successful, yeah, sure, the amount of hours you work is important, but look, where your energy goes is all controlled by the decisions you make. And destinations of where you work towards have very different results. And your decisions are directed by your energy, creativity, and experience, and a little bit of what you know, which you can read from books and stuff like that. And if you're sleeping 4 hours a night, you're functionally, your brain isn't going to work. You're not going to be smart. You're not going to have energy. You're not going to have any of these things. It's not going to happen. And so the decisions you make and what you see and how quick you think, it's all going to be garbage. And so you might do a lot of work, but it's just going to be all heading in a garbage direction. You're going to end up over here in the dump somewhere. I would much rather, I work about 10 hours a day, sometimes 12, sometimes 8. There's no like set rule to work hours. But the point is that the most important thing is you make good decisions and you have creative thoughts and you know how to think. Thinking is all it comes down to, because all your business is decisions on where to invest your energy and creativity. And if you don't see these things, every decision is going to stink, and it doesn't matter how much work you do. Like, look at Jeff Bezos. That guy, compared to the amount of work his workforce is doing, it's like 0.00001% of the work being done on Amazon. But his decisions make up everything. So that's why Jeff Bezos sleeps a ton every single night. Hybrid Link says, what is the end goal for you, Becca? There is no end goal. There is no end to what I do. I'm trying every single day to live my purpose and doing what fulfills me. There's no end to it. If I were to sell Market Hero for $251 million, I'm going to start another company right after. This is what I love to do. You know, there's no end. Minigun Mini, can you register your business without a degree? That sounds like a question for Google. Okay? Sounds like a question for Google. Someone said, how can you stay focused on changing your life when you're in a shitty environment? I think, Trevor, you're trying to blame, you're not going to like the answer, but you're trying to blame the environment for your actions. The environment has nothing to do with your actions. Of course, just leave the environment. But your life is controlled by the thoughts you have in your head. So you need to start working on the quality of your thoughts that are causing you to take actions that are not resulting in success. And because you're sitting around thinking about your nasty environment, you're not thinking about the actions you need to take to be successful. And because that's all you're thinking about, The actions you're taking are just keeping you in the same shitty environment. So if you're in a shitty environment, that's not going to change unless you leave the environment, duh. But you need to be thinking about solutions instead of your environment. If you can't change it, you need to figure out the thoughts that are going to get you out of there. The end. What business did I have when I was 20? My first really successful business was called SourceWave. Someone said, do I need a product to get started with Market Hero? I really think if you want to build any business, you should probably get used to having a product. I mean, because here's the thing. A lot of you guys are like, do I need to have a product? Can I just do this thing? Or can I like do any of this combination of low effort things? And low effort things don't work for a long time. You know, if you were going to the gym and you wanted to get results, the best way to get results is to just start living a really healthy lifestyle and go all the way in right now. That's how you're going to get results. If you go to the gym once a week to start out, and you just do like really light curls and you don't really press yourself or you don't try anything hard, you're not going to get results. So stop looking for low effort stuff. If you're asking, hey, do I need a product to do this? You should be saying, I don't know how to make a product. I don't know anything about making products. I don't have the information to make a product. But you know what? I got 40 years of my life yet left to live. And if this idiot in his garage can make a product, I'm pretty sure I can too. You got 40 years, 30 years, 50 years. I don't know how old you are. Focus on picking up some skills. If you keep focusing on low effort stuff your entire life, you're going to get low effort results. So just go all in. Why is Overwatch like good at all? I love Overwatch. I used to play it so much. Can you explain the intermittent fasting you do and the red lighting? I sure will. I'm going to go get a drink of water, though, real quick. I'm going to go get a water bottle. While I'm there, you guys should consider the... Actually, that's not the special a day. So that's kind of a useless thing popping up. Way to go, Alex. Good job preparing for the live stream. But you guys should go check out that link, amishlinks.com/Sunday below. I'm going to go get a water bottle real quick so my voice doesn't go out midstream. And I'll be back in 2 seconds. Don't do anything crazy. All right. Is HCOM 2020 for beginners? Yeah, it is. It gets a lot of beginners results. Thank you, Sharp. I think you're a legend too. Someone said, do I play video games? Oh yeah, you guys asked me about intermittent fasting. I'll give you guys my exact schedule because you guys seem really interested in that. And forgive me, I'm going to be a little bit coffee because I just got done with another speech, so my throat is kind of not feeling great right now. But I'll give you guys some cool stuff. So, what do I do routine-wise? So, my routine is essentially this. I get up at 4 a.m. and I don't eat till about 3. And I do one 48-hour fast once a week, usually. So, I don't eat till 3 because when you eat stuff, it's going to be digested. And digestion is one of the most energy-consuming processes your body does. And I want that energy for my brain. So I'm going to try not to eat at 3. Sometimes I'll eat before that if the work day is kind of easy. I'm going to pound some activated charcoal and another absorbent What's the word for it? Got the word for it. But just another absorbent powder that's very similar to activated charcoal because that grabs all the toxins from your body that are released overnight. I'm going to take a cold shower to wake myself up, and then I'm going to pound some nootropic, apple cider vinegar, turmeric, and some pink sea salt. All right, and that's going to kind of get me through the day, and I'm going to drink some coffee there too. So that's going to get me pretty much in the zone. Then when I get down to my office, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop in front of the red light therapy machine over there. It's just really good for brain function overall. That's one of the main reasons I got it. But it's really good for skin and anti-aging and all that kind of stuff too. So I'm going to meditate in front of that. So meditate in front of red light. Then I'm probably going to go from 4 to 8. Around 8, I'll probably hop in my hyperbaric chamber. And this is like every other day. I don't do this every single day. And I'll listen to an audiobook for an hour. And so that's going to give me, at 2x speed, so that gives me like 2 hours of audiobook right there. Then at 9, I'm probably going to get back to it. And usually I'm going to go till 3. And so that's about, give or take, about an 11-hour workday. Someday I'll go till like 5, but that's really rare. I don't need that many hours. Usually at 3, I'm going to go work out and listen to audiobooks till about 5. So that gives me about 3 hours of 2x speed audiobooks. I'd say that's 42 hours of audiobook a week if you total it all up. So that allows me to read like 4 or 5 books a week. And then I'm going to hang out with Rachel till 7:30, and that's when I go to bed and repeat. So that is the day in a nutshell, Sunday to Friday. Why do you look constipated in the thumbnail? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. You never know. Someone said cons of Sam Ovens. If I sat around weighing the cons of Sam Ovens, I probably wouldn't be that successful because I'd be sitting around all day weighing the cons of Sam Ovens instead of focusing on my business. Someone said you work out while fasting. No, at about 3, that's when I'll eat. My window of eating is about 3 to, I would say 6. Do you think you'd be making more successful if you knew how to code? No, because if I was coding or checking developers' code, I wouldn't be busy making the software or managing the team. There's a lot more to a software company than the code. There's a lot more to it than that. Someone said, do you mind Kevin David stealing the same binaural beats for all of his ads? I don't really mind. The funny thing is when people look at my ads and copy them and they don't know why they work. So, I mean, anybody can go and copy my ads, but I have a lot of data that shows that there's a lot of times when you don't want to use those beats. So I think it's kind of funny because I see a lot of people copy my webinar scripts or copy my ads or copy my landers, and they're messing up like the little core things that I know data-wise lead to really high CPLs and the ads failing. So it's goofy to me. So I don't mind if people copy me because a lot of times they're taking all the things that are in my ads and they interpret it just because it's in my ad that it works. When there's a lot of times that shit doesn't work. And so they're like tanking their ads when they think they're improving their ads because they're not looking at data and they're just copying me, which isn't smart. So I think it's funny. I don't mind people copying me. I'm flattered. I mean, Kevin seems to do pretty well. I don't really know much about him, but I know he's in e-commerce. Someone said, what laptop do you recommend and what's the price? Man, whatever laptop gets the job done. I'm sure there's plenty of laptops for like $200 that work. Someone said, do you teach a course for growing a SaaS company? No, because honestly, you should not start a SaaS company if you're looking for a course. I have a $36,000 mastermind, which people join to learn how to build SaaS companies, but I'm not going to give you a link to that, and I'm not going to suggest you join it because you shouldn't. You should get cash flow first. And then think about building SaaS, because SaaS will fuck you up. It is like a business model that is just designed to wreck you and deck you. Someone said, how to build a tech startup. You need to be a good CEO, and you need to either have investors or you need to have a lot of cash flow. And then before those two things, you need to be a good CEO and know what you're doing if you want to build a tech startup. If you want to go into this willy-nilly and try and figure it out on your own, you're going to burn so much money and do so many goofy things. Like, when I made my tech startup, I'm not sure if it qualifies technically for a startup, but I did so much goofy. There's so much goof troopery. I mean, if I could go back in time, I would have done so many things differently. So I would not suggest doing that until like you have a lot of money to make mistakes or you really know what you're doing. Someone says, is it worth starting a e-commerce business in 2014? You tell nation that. So someone said, is it worth starting it? I'm not selling you guys HCOM 3030, but like every single day in our group, we just see results like this all day long. I'll go jump in the group here in a second if you guys want me to, but I mean, every single day I see people breaking 100, 200, 300 bucks a day. That's the usual typical results. And then we see people breaking 1,000, 3,000 bucks a day. Like Yami actually became a multimillionaire through HCOM. So usually the average result I see is about 100 to 300 bucks when it comes to like the average results when I see people post them. A lot of people will come in the course and not even do the course. So I'm not saying if you jump in the course, you're gonna make 100 bucks a day guaranteed. I'm saying that if you do the course, those are the results that I see a lot of. But, you know, if you ask if it's worth starting a store, I mean, every single day. I mean, Devin just added a ton more testimonials and videos, and we have people doing like 20,000 in their first month, 26,000 actually last week. That's pretty good. 800 his first week, 4,000 his first month, 11,000 second month, 4,300 her first month, 2K a day, $300 a day, 14K a day. I mean, 5,000 a day, 26,000 a month, breaking 1K a day. It works. It's a pretty good thing to look into if you're considering building a business. So I'll leave it at that. Someone said Yami made millions by selling courses. That's not true. I've seen his Shopify stores. Yami was one of the first HCOM members. Someone said, Alex, what do you think about Forex trading? Again, I understand why you guys ask these questions, because you think, you know, since I know about business, I must know something about Forex trading. And that's just not true. That'd be like asking Tom Brady, you know, Tom Brady, what do you think about building a plumbing company? And Tom Brady would be like, dude, I throw a football. I don't know anything about plumbing. I don't know how to build a plumbing company. So that's my answer right there. I don't do Forex. So I don't know. Someone said, do you practice the meditation in the book, Breaking the Habit of Being You? I want to start doing it. I know it's like an hour-long meditation, though. I do believe in a lot of those things, and that's like where literally all my reading's going right now, is like understanding the brain and how thoughts control what you do and your energy and how you think, and also like your health and everything, and really how it affects the quantum. So yeah, I do look heavily into that. That's where I'm really researching right now, because I think that's one of the huge keys. Can you tell us why ego is the enemy? Not better than any of the books. Not better than the book, Why Ego is the Enemy. But it's really easy. So, most people start a business. It just destroys everything about your business if we're looking from a business standpoint. So why most people start a business? Or why do most people want to get into business? Because they want to get rich. All right? So why do people want to get rich? So that they can feel that they're worthwhile. That's why. Okay? Or this is mainly the first thing. So why do they get rich? So they can feel worthwhile and worthy of love. And why do they need to feel worthwhile? Because they don't like themselves. Okay? They don't like themselves, and they don't think they're worthy of love. And so what they do is they develop a lot of pride and ego to cover up the fact that they don't like themselves. They're super insecure, okay? And so what happens when you have an ego is you constantly need to reinforce the fact that you're worthwhile and that you're great and that you're awesome. If you were naturally awesome and you thought you were awesome, there's no need to defend it. You are what you are, not what other people think you are. And so a lot of people, what they do is what the ego is a lot of times is you draw your self-worth from what you think other people think about you. And so what you think you are is this thing right here, when what you are is this thing. And so the symptom of this is people develop an ego, and they have to constantly reinforce that they're worthwhile to themselves. And what happens is all your business decisions, when you're focused on trying to prove that you're worthwhile and you're worthy of being loved and you're trying to cover up your insecurity, what happens is your business decisions become about you. And the whole point to growing a business, the way to make a really successful business, is you have amazing people working for you, providing a product that gets amazing results for your customers. Your business has nothing to do with you. And so if you have an ego and you don't have these things settled in your mind, because anybody with an ego is really just crying out for love. That's really all it is. And I can tell you that because I've had an ego in the past. I've done the private jet pictures and the Lamborghini pictures and all that shit. I had a big old event where I'd speak on stage. I've done all that shit. It's because I was an insecure little bitch. That's all there is to it. Okay? Having a Lamborghini and a private jet has nothing to do with having a great product. It does not at all. Being cool and having a lot of likes on YouTube and Instagram has nothing to do with having a great product. So, the reason why ego is the enemy is because your entire focus shifts on trying to keep up an image of yourself which has nothing to do with you. It keeps into, it's all based around fear, and it's based around either wanting to be loved or afraid of losing things. And so you're attached to your material self, and you're attached to putting out this image of yourself that's exhausting and has nothing to do with your business. And so your focus goes completely on your ego. And so you're going to get mad about things. You're going to take offense in certain things. You're going to see things in black and white. You're going to attack certain things and make decisions based on what makes you feel good about yourself or what you think it will make other people impressed, not what's right and wrong and what's good for a business and what's smart. And you can't grow like that. And so your business just goes in circles and you get fucked up and you lose. And even if you do win, you're extremely unhappy because you're constantly trying to build something that has nothing to do with you. So that's why ego is the enemy in business. Whereas if you have no ego and you're just cool with yourself and you're building your business because you think it's fucking awesome, what happens is like, why do you want to build a business? Because it's fulfilling. Instead of you want to feel worthwhile, you do it because it's fulfilling. It's what you do for free. And so what happens when you're doing something that's fulfilling? You want to be the best at it. You want to be the best at it and you want to win. And you want to build great things and you want to put great stuff out into the world. And so what happens? You attract awesome people. You build a great product and thousands of customers want to use it. It's so easy when you just drop this little nasty creature. So that's why most people fail, because most people are dominated by their lack of love for themselves or fear. You cannot grow or move forward. It's extremely difficult. I've done it. It's fucking hard. If your life is dominated by fear and insecurity, which is really all the ego is trying to cover up. The ego is literally, most of the time when you see these people pretending to be rich or starting a business, it is a person trying to cover up their fear. Every single time. If they weren't afraid and they loved themselves, they would have nothing, they'd have no need to show anything. So that's why the ego is the enemy. Someone said, what's your conversion rate on your auto webinar pulling in? It's not really relevant because it depends on the traffic. If you're running traffic from AdWords to a certain audience or Facebook on a certain audience, or if you're running to someone else, the conversion rates are completely different. It doesn't really matter. So I don't really look at the conversion rates. I look at the cash in and cash out from audiences. Someone said, how much stored food do you have for the economic collapse? None. I don't think there's going to be an economic collapse. And if there is, just deal with it. Someone said, how do you motivate your employees to get them results you want them to get? So the way you motivate your employees is you have to have a mission that they love to work on. Okay, so the way I motivate employees is like this. 2 minutes. I'm jumping into my Slack, and I don't want to show you guys everything we're saying in our Slack channel. So the way you motivate employees to get you the results you want is you have to have a reason for existing. Okay? So what people want, let me go take out my doodle board. I always lose my doodle board. Every single time. There we go. All right. There we go. Got the doodle board up. All right, so the way you get people to do stuff is what do you want in life? It's the same thing your employees want. Most people thrive off of course, financial payment for their time and services. That's important, but that's not the most important thing that gets people to work for you and do a good job and attracts good people to you. The first rule is you have to have good people. If you're hiring garbage people, it's never going to work. But people want to have a purpose. They want to have community. They want to know that they're cared for. And they want to grow. And what's the last one I talked about? Yeah, I think these are the ones that basically sum it up. So, what I mean by this is, at our company, it's very clear what our problem is and what our mission is. To invent technology to make it simple for digital businesses to gather their true sales data and act upon it. And these are the values that we look for in people. And so the number one thing, if you want to get employees who do something, you have to find people that see a purpose in what your company is trying to do. If your company's goal is just to make money, you're not going to attract anyone great, because no one great wants to work for someone and make them money. No one, ever. No one great wants to do that. Anyone with true talent who's a winner is not going to stay there for long, even if you do get them on board. So you have to have a purpose. You have to have something. You have to attract people together that believe in the mission and share your values and your mission and your reason for existing. That's rule number one. Number two, you have to have community. So what do I mean by community? What people want to do, what people want is if you ever played a video game, people sign on every single day to play with their friends, with people that are like-minded. And so what you need to do if you want to get employees to get results is you need to bring them into your community, into the culture of your company. And when people are not working for you, but they're working for their friends and the unit that you are around the mission that everybody agrees on, people start doing really great things. Next, people want fulfillment. They want to work, or they want recognition. This is a better way to explain it. People want recognition. They want to be recognized that they're good at something. They want to be recognized that they're doing a good job. They want to be seen in their community as a person who's moving up. So you have to give people this. You have to give people recognition for their work. You have to give them a place and say, this is what this person did this month. This is how good they're doing over there. So people feel that they're doing something. And they have to get fulfillment from their work. They have to feel that they're growing. You have to take care of your employees. Just bar none. If you don't know your employees' birthdays, if you're not going out of your way to make sure their needs are met, for example, if I have an employee in Jamaica who's having trouble affording a keyboard because her current keyboard is messing up her hands, I'm going to send her a damn keyboard. People want to have that right there. And then, honestly, I forgot what the G was. If anybody remembers what the G was, you can throw that in there. But if you have those things in there, and you build a company around those, and then you give people specific results to achieve and don't micromanage them and trust them to use their own creativity and minds to get there, that's how you get results. That's how you get results from people. Yeah, growth and fulfillment basically show the same exact one. It's growth. Growth ties into fulfillment through work. So if you can give people all these opportunities, you're going to attract good people, you're going to keep good people. And if you don't micromanage them and you hire good people who are really smart, they're going to get you the results they want because that's what they love doing that. They love doing it. It's not hard for me to get myself results. It's not hard for them to get me results. I go to my head of support and say, for example, the other day, I hop on and say, all right, Thomas, so here are the things I think you should keep in mind when coaching your team, and here's the result we want to get. We want to get customer results or ratings on our tickets to 90%, and next time we have a review, every staff member needs to score an 85% on that review. That's where I want it to get at. Here's the stuff I think you should do that's really important. It's up to you. Get the result. We'll check back in a month. That's how I get results. You can't micromanage and force people to get your results. It doesn't work. Is being afraid or angry of where you will end up still as bad as having an ego? I feel I have to win because I cannot bear losing. That will work for you to a certain extent, dude, but your thought process is all based around fear. And so, like, let's imagine, here's your brain, and 50 points is over here, and then 50 points is focused on failure. And when you're sitting around thinking about failure, that's dumb. Because if you fail, nothing in your life changes. Like, you need to understand, like, here's the purpose. I mean, here's my purpose, for lack of better words. To build stuff, I like building stuff. So it doesn't matter if I'm winning or losing. I'm building stuff. And so my whole focus is on building stuff. And so I'm not afraid of losing because I'm going to be building stuff win or lose. I might get a smaller house. I might have to move into an apartment, but I'm pretty damn good at what I do. I'm not going to be broke. So that's the point. Like, the whole point is going for what is playing the game. If you're not in love with the game, you're not going to be very good at the game. Someone said, do you teach a course for growing a SaaS company? Liberty, it is really surprising to me sometimes the length you guys go to not to listen to the answers I give. Said, Alex, do you remember persuading your first client? I mean, sort of. I mean, by the time I was getting my first client, they wanted to come on board. So it's usually a lot easier to get clients who want your services than try and persuade somebody. I've never had much success in a business where it was all based around persuading somebody to buy something they didn't want to buy. Someone said ecom advice for 2019, get HCOM 3030. You're good. You're just good then. Do. Can you recommend the quickest way to get rid of shit when moving out? I'm getting a storage unit, but eventually I'm just getting rid of it. Dude, Sonic Tech, I love you, man. But I don't have any advice for where to store your beddings when you move out of your apartment. Best of luck to you on that endeavor, though. Someone said, do you have all your cash sitting in the bank or do you invest it all? I keep it all in my business. Do I hire a coach for my health? No, I do not. You should turn your money into gold. What happens when we start mining asteroids and gold becomes worthless? What about that? Nobody ever thought about that. Because I'm going to have to take it and convert it all back into the dollars. Okay, so let's see. Someone said, what's the best place to start? All right, guys, so I'm probably about to hop off, and this special is going to end. If you're looking for the best place to start, if you go to mhlinks.com/Sunday, look, if you're asking for the best place to start, what I think you should do is you should focus on something that has a low barrier to entry, so there's no risk to try it out. It's designed for beginners. It gives you all the tools you need. And shows you straightforward ways to get to 1,000 to 5,000 a month. And during these streams, I like to give you guys something really special, which is a deal. Every stream I have a different deal. And then if you don't hop on during the stream, you lose the deal. So what I'm giving you guys today is full access to Market Hero, but more importantly, the 8X Academy that's inside there that shows you step by step. There's literally a $500 a day or $500 a month challenge that shows you step by step how to pick your first niche, how to make your first product, everything you need to get to 500, 1,000, 5,000 a month. I actually took this method all the way up to $12,000 a day way back when, but that was a big business. That was scaled up. You're not going to get there, so don't even think about that, okay? And we're also going to show you everything you need to know about how to go and build membership sites, sales funnels. You're going to see tons of different niches you should be getting into, how to find the right niche for your business, how to build and sell your own membership site, the funnels you need to have to sell it, the ways to sell it via sales videos. You literally get the scripts that I used to sell millions of dollars of memberships at SourceWave. Millions and millions of dollars worth of memberships. There's all the scripts right here. You're going to see exactly how to drive organic free traffic so you don't have to pay for traffic. You can do this using all free methods. And then when you want, we give you a full Facebook ad course that shows you step by step how to go and grow it using paid traffic. We're also going to give you the VMA program that shows you how to grow your YouTube channel. I have like 26 million views on YouTube. I'm not sure which one it is. And the easiest way I think to get to $100, $200 a day is to create a YouTube channel, optimize it so the videos go semi-viral, about 5,000, 10,000 views a video, and then run ads back to that channel. That's what the VMA program shows you, and it's usually $197. We're going to give that to you for today for free. And we're also going to give you the Hero in Our program, which I believe sells or sold at $497 in the past. And that's going to show you the right webinars and long-form sales videos, which is like the key #1 way that I grow one of my businesses. So you can get access to all that today for free if you try a 14-day free trial at Market Hero. You can cancel at any time with one click in the dashboard. You can even lower the cost down to $9 per month. So it's less than a Netflix account. So if you're looking for something that has a low barrier, it's literally free to try. If you are looking for something that shows you how to get to 1,000 to 5,000 a month, this is exactly what it's designed to do. If you're looking for all the tools, you get Market Hero plus a free traffic suite. So you have all the tools you need to do it, and it's focused for beginners and mid-level people. And real quick, guys, if you're in chat and you got into this, you've checked this out, you've been inside Market Hero, you think the training's awesome, could you just give a quick exclamation mark to let people know this is badass, you suggest it, it's really good stuff, it's not a credit card scam. Some people think that when they're trying to sign up. If you just give me a quick exclamation mark, just to let people know that, hey, it's pretty awesome, you should sign up. I like it a lot. Thank you for all the exclamation marks, guys. I really appreciate it. So you also have testimonials right here as well. And honestly, if you're thinking about starting a business where, like literally, there's a person right here who just said I had 30K profit in January. Thanks, Becker. I love you long time. I don't know about that last part, but I'm super happy for you. So guys, you literally have everything you need here if you're looking for a place to start a business at. And I'm not going to keep this open for that long because literally, like, what else do I have to do to get you started? If you don't pick up this for free for 14 days, what are you going to swing at? What are you waiting for? So I'm just going to close it up and stop burdening you with the decision after the stream. So that's the deal. Someone said, last question, what's the perfect time or process to get a mentor? You don't need mentors. You don't need mentors. You can literally go and find like everything that Warren Buffett thinks just by going on YouTube and like watching his speeches. Is that everything that Warren Buffett thinks? No, but I don't think you're going to have to know the deepest, darkest secret in that guy's head to make money. You don't need mentors. You need to put in the work, and you need to be creative, and you need to be smart. And you need to learn how smart people think. You can find out so much about how super smart people think, like John D. Rockefeller or, hell, any smart person ever. Most of them have biographies, most of them have autobiographies, and most of them have 2 or 3 books on them. You don't need to go and have some mentor to go follow you around. You don't need an Obi-Wan Kenobi. And when a lot of you guys think about mentors, you're thinking about someone to come and do most of the work for you or guide you. That's not what you need, and that's not how mentorship works. So stop looking for mentors. Someone said, what do you think is the best process to prepare the first videos for YouTube or VSL and not be goofy? I mean, Manuel, you can tell by your question that your goals are completely goofy. So if you're making a video sales letter, your first goal should be to make one. That's it. Just to make it. And you're over here like thinking like, how can I look cool in the video? You're probably not going to look cool. It's probably going to suck. So maybe you should just realign your goal with something more reasonable. Just make the video sales letter. Don't prepare, just do it. Alex, can foreigners make money from the SEO business? Well, I mean, we're talking right now and I'm selling you something. So I think you could probably sell something in the United States. Probably. Someone said, how do you get results for low-ticket consulting clients like barbers? You just don't do low-ticket consulting for barbers. Mine says show Stripe one last time. There you go. Cool, guys. Well, that is going to be it for today because I'm a little pooped. It's about 4 o'clock, so I've been at it for like 12 hours a day. I'm going to go. Someone said, I want to see what this Stripe is. I mean, I've shown it like 8 times now. I'm going to go and probably get something to eat. So, guys, hey, thank you so much for hanging out today. I always have a blast on these streams. Thank you so much for hopping in or not hopping in the Market Hero. I think you should take me up on it because everything in there is absolute gold, and there's testimonies flooding in, and it's all those things I talked about. But whether you hop in or not, thanks so much for coming on. I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate your attention. And I'll see you guys on the next live stream. And that is all there is to it. I don't have any clever ways to outro it, so I'll see you guys later.